So today I wanted to talk to you about YouTube friends and connections. The ironic thing is that I've tried to film this video 4 times now or something, because I keep meeting people in the forest here where there's no one, as you can probably see. But I keep meeting people that I know because I'm always out walking here, and they stop and talk to me right in the middle of the video. So anyway, friends, good to have, right? Unless you're trying to make a video in the forest. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about actually today, ironically, is YouTube friends and how that can help you with your channel and your growth. Because YouTube can be lonely and it can be difficult and you've got nobody to talk to about it, no one who understands. So having YouTube friends can really help you. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that in this video. Now, I was probably, you could say, skeptical or just indifferent about the whole YouTube friends thing, probably at the start. And the reason for that is because I consider myself to be an introvert. And to me, an introvert is somebody not who doesn't have social skills or who can't interact with other people, but it's somebody who doesn't need to, who's quite independent, who's happy with their own company, who never gets bored on their own, and just doesn't need people around all the time to entertain or find fulfillment. But I think YouTube friends are really important because often what can happen is, let's say you make a friend on YouTube. If they're on the same type of journey as you, even if they're in a different niche, they have discovered things that you haven't, or they've done research into things that you haven't. Maybe they're things that you need or want to know, but you haven't quite got there yet. And so by having somebody that you can talk to about things, they can just provide you immediately with information that it would have taken you ages to get otherwise. Or they can provide you with advice that takes you in a different direction than you thought you would be going in, and actually maybe leads to your success. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the story again, but I've talked about connecting with other people in the past and how that's affected my channel. I'll link the videos in the description if you want to go and check them out. But I've made contact with people who I now speak to, some of them on a weekly basis, some of them almost daily. And that has made a big difference to my growth. It's caused growth spikes because a bigger YouTuber actually recommended me on their channel. And that's not the only person who has actually. I've been recommended on about 3 or 4 channels now because of the YouTube friends I've made. But this one has a big channel and that did actually made my first growth spike. So you can see, I think, the potential of making friends on YouTube. Now you might be thinking, but surely people are competition, especially if they're in the same niche as you. And it might seem like that to you, and especially at first when you think about it. But I think if you think a bit harder about it, you'll realize that that isn't actually the case. Because there's so many people on YouTube that there's people and fans or subscribers or viewers or whatever you want to call them out there for everybody. The other thing is that people who watch a specific niche don't just watch one person. They watch multiple people talking about the same niche. And I can see that if I go into other people's videos in the same niche as me. I can see some of you subscribers and viewers out there who are also watching their videos. And of course, that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't just be taking one person's advice and just thinking that's the end of everything. You should be out there researching different methods and different ideas and opinions. Now, don't do it too much, of course, because you shouldn't just be watching videos. You need to make your own, but that's another video in itself. But there will be people who are crossing over, watching your videos and watching other people's in the same niche, and that's absolutely normal and fine. Now, what you will find is that people in the same niche sometimes have unique subscribers to them. I've seen this a number of times when I've checked other creators in the same niche and I've looked at their comments. I can see people that I recognize from my channel, but I would find that probably 95% in some cases of people viewing or subscribe to their channels are actually completely unknown to me. And my subscribers will then be probably unknown to them, right? So imagine if I find someone similar size, if I could expose them to all my subscribers and viewers and they could expose me to theirs, we could have a huge boost in growth almost immediately, right? Because if they're in the same niche and their subscribers are interested in the same thing, and we seem to have the same values and way of thinking and doing things, but with, a few twists and things that are unique to us, then those people would probably find value in both of our channels, but they haven't been exposed to them yet because YouTube is so big. And you'd think, how can they not have seen my channel? If they're watching another small channel in the same niche, how have they not discovered me yet? And have my viewers not discovered them yet? Because it's so big. YouTube is massive. That's why. But we could certainly help them, right? So connecting with others, sharing some value, maybe collaborating, doing some videos together, or doing a live stream or whatever with people in the same niche as you could be a massive benefit. Think about it. Now you might think, well, other creators won't be interested in me, especially ones that are bigger. And I would say that is nonsense, because I've done it myself. I've reached out to bigger bigger channels, and some of them, they might not be interested in developing a relationship any further than just, a very surface level thing, but there will be people who are. And it depends how you do it and the way you do it. If you're genuine and, you're interacting with them in a good way, you're maybe commenting on their videos and they get to know you, who knows where that might lead you. So I think don't be scared to reach out to people, whatever their size. But obviously, you're probably going to have a better chance with people more around your size. And talking to others can have unforeseen results that you don't realize. It can lead you in different directions that you would have never been exposed to otherwise, because you're getting all this new information suddenly, all these different points of view. And it can really shift your mindset and your thinking onto better things that you would have never got to, or it would have taken you a very long time to get to before. So other people are a support group, people you can bounce ideas off, people who can critique your work, who can share knowledge, and who can share resources and great videos that they've seen that you haven't. It really is a way to fast track things and save yourself a ton of time. Now, how do you find these people? Where do you find them? There's a number of ways you can do it, so let's go through some. But the first thing you want to think about is the people you reach out to. If you can, try and find people who you already kind of feel like you know a little bit, people whose content you've already watched, people you resonate with, people who share the same values. People don't need to have the same opinions as you, but it would be good if you sort of align in the way that you treat people, for example, the way that you comment and respond to others, and just the way they present their content. Do you like them? I mean, that's going to be one of the things that you need to think about. But it's not always going to be possible to do that, because it might be that you're trying to develop a relationship with somebody who you have never spoken to or interacted with, or whose content you haven't really seen. So I think building the actual relationship is one of the key parts. You don't want to be doing any of this sub for sub or comment for comment. I recently had a question from one of my subscribers about some advice that their coach had given them. And their coach had said, go and make YouTube friends and then trade comments to boost engagement. Now, I don't think that's the worst advice in the world, depending on how you do it. If you do it in a proper way, a genuine way, where you both are actually interested in watching each other's content, and you do engage in a meaningful and genuine way with each other, then it's probably a good thing. That's kind of what I'm telling you to do now. But if you do it in a way where you're just trying to trade comments, hey, you go and comment on my video, I'll comment on yours, we probably don't even watch the video, then it's not a good thing. And the reason it's not good is because it's fake engagement. It's trying to game the system. It's trying to fool YouTube into thinking that you'll somehow have more engagement on your channel or videos than you actually have. And that won't go well for you, because the algorithm might appear stupid sometimes, but it's not overall. It's going to know, hey, this person, he's not subscribed. He never watches any of the videos. He just puts comments. It's going to know. You're not going to be able to fool it. So you're just creating fake engagement, which may actually damage your channel. So don't do that. So how do you find people then? Well, you can use forums, Reddit. You can use groups that are dedicated to a certain thing. Facebook, for example. I don't use that much myself, but you could use it. But there's loads of places where you can find creators. You can find small YouTuber channels on Reddit, for example. Now, obviously, again, don't do sub for sub and all that stuff. But if you can find genuine people amongst that, then that can be good. Although it is quite large and quite, what would you say, impersonal. So it might be better to do something like what I'm going to suggest now, which is something that I've been thinking about and what actually made me make this video. And what that is comments. And I'm going to talk about specifically comments on my channel, but this applies to any channel. Here's what you do. Often, as I grow, I'm seeing people who have the same niche. So, for example, cooking and diet. There are at least 3 people who have exactly the same niche, in fact, down to the exact specific diet that they're talking about. Now, I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to put anyone on the spot or anything like that. But if I found them, you should be able to see them too. And so if you just, for example, said, okay, why don't I just message that person and say, hey, I saw you in the comment section on Aidy's videos and we both clearly watch his channel, so we've got something in common. And then I saw that you have a channel on whatever subject it is, so do I. I wondered if you'd be interested in having a chat sometime and just interacting, sharing some ideas and blah, blah, blah. Right? Just try it. Because they're in the same niche as you and they're interested in the same person or the same content as you. So you've already got something in common right there. Now, I've seen people in outdoor skills, homesteading. I've seen people in finance. I've seen multiple different niches where there's multiple different people within that niche in my comment section. So you can do this in anybody's videos. It doesn't have to be mine. But if you go and see people and you come across, oh, that guy does music. I do music too. Have a chat. I mean, reach out. Why not? The worst you're going to get back is oh, I'm not really interested. And I doubt many people are going to do that. And yeah, some people you might not click with or, gel with in the end. But I suspect that if you're in the same niche and you're trying to grow a YouTube channel as well, then you have a lot of interests that cross over. And that could be a great introduction to building a really interesting and lasting friendship. And I know people with big channels who have met their subscribers and now are what you call real life friends. So it's not that weird anymore. This is 2026. Meeting people on the internet. I mean, we've been doing that for years, haven't we? So yeah, give it a go. Now, something you can do with YouTube friends is you can share certain things. For example, there's a collaboration feature on YouTube now. So they've set something up specifically for collaborating with others. There is also shared playlists. For example, if you create a playlist about, I don't know, let's say growing on YouTube, if I see somebody else's video that's really good, I could put that video into my playlist. Now, I won't get anything from that in terms of views and stuff. They will, but they could also do the same for me, right? So now I could leverage my subscribers to be exposed to their content, and they could leverage their subscribers to be exposed to mine. So we're basically doubling the amount of potential exposure we have, because whichever of our 2 channels someone views, they're going to then get exposed to the other person's content. It's something you can do to consider. There's a lot of these outside the box things that you could do if you just put a little bit of thought into it. Now, another way you can meet people is on my school community. We have, I'm not sure how many now, 30 something people over there, all engaged people who are interested in growing channels and all nice people and helpful people. And over there, you also get direct access to me to ask me questions and see my interactions. And there's stuff over there that isn't on YouTube. It's not on my channel because conversations just happen there and develop. And there's lots of ideas shared. There's lots of tips and tutorials, all sorts of stuff over there. So go and check it out. And it just, it continues to grow. So I think it's only going to get better. So consider going over there if you want a super easy way to find people straight away. So let me know if you've made friends on YouTube, if you have met people, what benefits it's brought and how it's changed your journey. Let me know about any stories you have about YouTube friends down in the comments below. and then check out these videos, which YouTube thinks you'll like next.